Meraki TV is proudly brought to you by George Focus of Focus Beyond, education for investing wisely.
Kalispera, I'm Anna Savo and welcome to Meraki TV, brought to you by George Focus of Focus Beyond, education for investing wisely. Tonight we travel to Bonnydoon Golf Club to celebrate Greek Independence Day a little differently. The kids do the Greek Biscuit Challenge, George makes so good homemade PITA bread, Demitra has the what's on, and Noula Diamantopoulos talks flipping our lid. To start the show off though, I'm introducing our brand new reporter, Michael Kaleris, who went to the Mytilenian house to chat to Gina Poulos, an extraordinary Greek girl who is embarking on the journey of recording and celebrating the stories of our very successful migrants.
Michael Kaleris here with Gina Poulos. How are you going, Gina?
I'm very well.
Now, we've got a rare treat today. We've got a filmmaker, a journalist, and a fellow Greek amongst the Mytilene Club. Now, tell us, what was it like for you growing up in Australia?
I grew up in Earlwood, in the suburb of Earlwood, attended Earlwood Public School, and like most Greeks, attended Greek school for years. Grew up with two wonderful parents who taught us family values and wanted us to be successful in our lives, regardless of whether we were male or female, do well at school, and go to university and basically not lead the kind of lifestyle that they had to lead when they first migrated to Sydney. My parents were very positive people who pushed us to do our best, and we learned the hard way because really at the time my parents had the language barrier, so we were interpreters for them on many occasions. However, they did grow with us and they learned the language with us, so we knew that we had to make it here, and we knew that whatever we put our mind to we could do. And that's something that I think we need to share and impart with the younger generations, that if you put your mind to something, you can do anything.
So how did you get into that career? Because it's quite a hard barrier to crack, the film industry.
Well, I went to university. I did do a master's in journalism.
Bravo.
And I really enjoyed being under the guidance of Katrina Lee, who was a big journalist on Channel 10 for many, many years. She was my inspiration. I've had a few really good mentors in my life who have guided me as a younger person, and my mentor in fact was Yanis Varoufakis, who was a lecturer at Sydney University and now has entered into politics. So I had some very positive, strong people who encouraged me and supported me during my years as a student.
Tell us about your latest project.
What I decided to do was to target two men in their 80s.
80s, wow.
So the first interview is with a man named Harry Giannakis, who is a Mytilenean boy who came to Sydney, or came to rural New South Wales, and started his career in dry cleaning. And he came on his own and really worked very, very hard, and his business is thriving today, and his grandchildren are running it. And having him as one of my interviewees was a pleasure because of his passion and his energy, the energy that he still has. And I think it's because he really was passionate about his work and his family values.
Your wife Anna has been with you from the beginning of this journey. How important has your marriage been in relation to your success?
We more or less worked and lived together. Like our life became like tangled together, you know. We worked and lived together. So I don't think that I would have been so successful without Anna being with me. Maybe the encouragement and the advice and the help she gave me, I think she played a big role in her success.
And the other man that I interviewed is a man named Charles Billich, who is an artist and has he has his studio down at the beautiful Rocks, and he paints. He's 82, and he is alive and kicking, and really inspirational to talk to. And I think both of them have come through saying, what's come through very strongly is that in order to be successful in your life, you need to be passionate about what you're doing.
And Lucky Country, that's the title of your latest project?
Yes, it is. It's called Lucky Country, and it's an open invitation to anyone in Australia that has a story to tell.
Gina Poulos, the lovely Gina Poulos, thank you for having us here today.
Thank you.
Welcome to Meraki TV Kids Corner!
I'm Kiri.
I'm Marae.
And I'm Jeremiah. And today is the Greek Biscuit Challenge!
Έχουμε 6 μπισκότα.
Κουλουράκια.
Κουραμπιέδες,
Παξιμαδάκια
πετιφούρ
και αμύγδαλωτά.
We're all blindfolded so we can't see. I'm gonna give out the same plate to the three of them with the same biscuit on it.
and then we have to guess what it is. And the person who has the most points at the end wins. So here we go!
It smells weird.
3, 2, 1! Kiri. Okay, Jeremiah, what's your answer? It's a kuluraki.
It's a
That one that
gulabaki.
goes that goes in like that. What's your guess, Marae?
The same.
Yeah, perfect. Correct. Marae. Yeah. Oh, my hands are gonna be all sticky. Jeremiah. 54.
Same.
What do you say, Kiri?
Petit four.
Oh, it's 1 point. Yes. Everyone had a bite?
Yeah.
Yes. What do we think it is?
Correct.
Κουραμπιέ.
Good. Yeah. To our blindfolds off.
Correct.
Yay! What do we hope the next one's gonna be?
Αμύγδαλωτά.
The other one, macarona. Okay, Jeremiah, looks like you're peeking.
I can't say anything.
Peeking! Okay, what does it feel like?
Mela macarona.
Μέλα μακάρονα.
How can you tell?
You
can feel the nuts.
Like crumbling.
Let's see, is it? Give it a taste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do we think it is?
Μέλα μακάρονα.
Oh, 2 points again. So what's the favourite one so far?
The one's the chocolate. Oh no, the one's the chocolate on it.
Very full.
Let's go.
I know what it is.
Me too.
Marae first.
I mean,
3, 2, 1. Kiri?
Αμύγδαλωτά.
Amygdala.
Oh, 3 points again. I think that was a tie.
3-way tie.
That was the Greek Biscuit Challenge.
Send us videos of yours on Facebook.
Thanks for watching Meraki TV Kids Corner.
It's time for an income breakthrough to free yourself from working for money, have your money work for you. George Focus of Focus Beyond will show you step by step how to generate income from the share market irrespective of if it goes up or down. Access resources that do the hard work for you and devote no more than 60 minutes a month so you can enjoy financial freedom and time with family. To change your life forever, go to focusbeyond.com now.
Kalispera παιδιά, here we are back again. Welcome back to my cuisina. Today we're going to do a recipe that is truly a comfort food, something that a lot of us have grown up with, and you know what? Nothing is better than old school and made at home. I'm going to show you how to make pita bread. However, I love to do it a little bit thicker, so we're going to do it like a tiganopsomo. For those of you who have never tried to make it, I'm going to show you a simple way to do it. It's got some basic ingredients. You know what? Let's get onto it and let's enjoy. And remember that if you want this detailed recipe, you go to the Meraki TV website. We have ourselves a big mixing bowl. We have instant dried yeast, about a teaspoon of sugar. Then we put ourselves a little bit of warm water, a teaspoon of alataki, so a little bit of salt. And then we have our famous olive oil. Now, that's mixed together. And now we fold through the sifted flour. This is a very, very basic recipe. It's a matter of working it together. It's what I call a fool's recipe. You can't go wrong. You put the ingredients in here, and then it's just the usual thing, which is a waiting game. So if you're a good time manager, you can do this, and then we're going to put it aside to rise. You can do so many other things, and then you're going to have an end product that is better than anything you can buy, I guarantee you. Now I just want to mix this so that it ends up having comes to a beautiful consistent dough. That's it, I've been kneading it for a couple of minutes now. That is ready, mixed very well. Daughter, I'm going to cover that with some cling wrap. Put it in a nice warm place or just a room temperature area. Let it sit until it pretty much doubles in size. All right, but yeah, here we are. The dough has risen. The pita bread is nearly there. Here we go. Look at that. As you can see, it's doubled in size. Beautiful and light. Now, the fun part. I get my hands a little bit dirty with the flour there. You can portion off a bit of the pita dough. So you've got like little balls. So whether you choose, as an example, a tennis ball size or not, you can do that. And you can portion them all out so they're ready to go. Then you can do it by hand where you flatten it out. What I do is just sprinkle a little bit of flour. Now this is an example of pita bread, right? We roll it out. I drag along with a bit of flour, roll it out. Okay, that is one piece of pita bread that is ready to be done in the frying pan. I'm going to set that aside over here, ready. In the meantime, I'm going to get another ball. This is where the tiganopsomo that I absolutely love is. I get a bit of feta cheese. If you've got some olives, I've just spread it here, sprinkle a bit there, fold this over, press it down, put a bit more in there, fold it over, push it down, get a little bit of flour, and then the process is pretty much the same. This here, you make yourself a nice homemade tzatziki or have it with a salsa. That, I'm telling you, tiganisi this, you don't put a lot of oil in it, you're going to come over and have a look at how we do it. I'm telling you, it is the best. Ella. Put a little bit of ladaki in here, get myself that first bit of pita bread. What I'm going to do in preparation, I'm just going to dab a touch of oil over the top on the top layer, because when the bottom end is cooked on that medium heat and it's ready, so it's that nice golden brown, white contrast, I flip it over and the bottom side is already oiled. Look at this. It's just starting to get ready, see that? Okay, one's ready. All right, now we'll do one with the feta cheese. Κοιτάτε ρε παιδιά, this is how easy it is. Ελάτε, we're gonna try it. Here we are, the pites, tiganopsomo, pita bread, whichever one you prefer. Look at that, look at that. Look at that. Rips apart beautifully, light, fluffy, and tastes absolutely magnificent. Για να βουτήσουμε λιγάκι εδώ μέσα. Seriously. Just do it, man. Seriously.
Hi everyone, Noula here. Today we've got some fun things to do about flipping our lid. If you haven't heard that term before, let me introduce you to the hand model of the brain. But before I do, I'm just wondering, have you experienced flipping your lid? Have you experienced what it's like when you just kind of lose it a little bit? This is the hand model of the brain. This is our brain stem. Our old brain, which is also the amygdala, the limbic system. And this bit here is the prefrontal cortex, okay? The administrator, the one that can make decisions for us, right? When the amygdala goes off, literally what happens is we've flipped our lid and we are now offline. And this fellow here is in charge. It means that our emotions are running rampant. Why do our emotions run rampant? Well, it's a warning system, like somebody may have said something to you that upset you and you don't understand why it upset you, but it might have had something to do with, you know, a sense of who you are. And that puts the alarm bells off. But sometimes they're also false alarms. And then we end up reacting and not responding. And when we react, we say a lot of stuff that actually makes the situation worse. If you want to find out more information, please go to, Dr. Google and check out Flipping Your Lid, and also Dan Siegel, who created this. The important thing about understanding flipping your lid is that it's not your fault. However, you don't want to just be hostage to your emotions, right? So you can now be responsible to do something about it, because you want to have self-mastery, right? I know, we're all Greek little warriors out there. We want to have some self-mastery, including the older ones, by the way. It's not just for the young ones here. So what I've got for you is a technique which is called trace it to erase it. And it sounds a little bit like a weird thing to do, but I promise you this. If you do this even for 10 minutes a day, every single day, you will see changes in you in less than a week's time. So this is I've got myself some tracing paper. I've put the tracing paper down and I've just used this blue tape, which is called painter's tape from Bunnings. I've got my sharp pencil. Now the thing is you can't go fast. That defeats the purpose. And you have to go so slowly. But what happens when you do is that you zone out. And it's like a meditation. It's a mindfulness style of meditation, but it's more than that, because your hand and your brain are engaged in an activity that is fully focused. Now you might be wondering, how is this going to help Miggy? It helps because you're creating space in here. You're creating new neurological networks, and that means that those rampant moments start easing off. You're bringing calmness, peace into your brain space. And you know what? The brain is like anything else, a muscle in our body. And every muscle that we have needs exercise, right? So this is an exercise for our brain. Go do tracings, learn about the hand model of the brain, and become master of self. See you soon.
Irimia Multicultural Home Care Services, we speak your language. Our people communicate with you and your family in your own language, in your own home. Irimia is a government-approved aged care provider of home, personal, respite, nursing and palliative care, social support, domestic assistance, garden and home maintenance and pet care. You can also talk to us about accessing government-funded home care. Call 1300 118 880 or visit www.irimia.com.au.
AussieSkips.com.au. Fast, reliable, professional and friendly service. Bin sizes from 2 cubes to 12 delivered to your door the very next day, so you can get your jobs done when you want. And with our own waste transfer station in Sydney's metropolitan Strathfield, we'll find a boutique solution for your waste management needs, no matter how small or large. AussieSkips.com.au. Owned and loved by an Aussie family.
Σ' αγαπάω, δεν μπορώ να αντισταθώ. Στην αγάπη σου μεθάω. Από μένα δεν γλιτώνεις. Θα με πάντοτε μπροστά σου. Και τα βράδια θα γυρίζω σαν τρελός.
When it comes to Greek Independence Day, I wager that not many of us would consider a few rounds of golf a very patriotic way of celebrating the day. And yet for Konkarpis, nothing could make more sense. So I packed my clubs and went along to check it out.
Con, what are we doing here today?
Well, today we're celebrating Greek Independence Day. We've had a battle on the golf course, and to commemorate the battles that were back in 1821, and we put a team together today of 16 Greeks and 16 internationals, and I'm sure we've had a great day today.
It's Con's baby. Con decided that it would be good to have the contest in conjunction with 25 Martiu, because it's a very significant date for us as Greeks, and the international team was good enough to come on board knowing that it was a special day for us, and I think everybody had a great day. And the Greeks, as in 1821, I think emerged victorious.
So tell us, what countries made up the international contingency today?
Vice captains, Germany. We had Dutch, Malaysian, Chinese, Korean, Irish,
yeah.
Scottish,
Yeah.
Italian, and we nearly had a Greek in there, but the boys found out, so we had to. We generously allowed the other team to maybe beat us because of this special day.
So I notice we've got a Greek flag flying today. Is that a special occurrence for 25 Martiu?
I'm sure it is, but there's a lot of Greek players that I didn't even know they were Greek, but I learned today that they are Greek, and I'm very fond of the Greeks anyway because I've got a house in Greece. So today I was kind of half international, half Greek. So both of my matches we halved, which I thought was a fair thing to do.
So it isn't a Greek event without some food. What can we expect now?
Well, Bill has organised some food, some souvlaki, some Greek salad.
Yes, we've got a few hors d'oeuvres. Oh, yeah, people will be very satisfied.
And I hear some Greek music playing in the background.
We've got some Greek music. We've got a DJ here. We've also got a person who's going to play guitar and sing a Greek song or two. So yeah, it's a Greek day.
Let us say thank you to our brave ancestors, for which, if freedom was not obtained, we may not be here right now in this very place. Greeks have contributed to this great country, Australia, in many ways. We have worked on the farms, in the factories, in retail and education, in the arts, in entertainment, in science, politics, medicine, law, logistics, tourism, finance, construction and trades. and in virtually every industry you can think of.
So we're expecting a very good Greek Glendi today.
Well, yeah, I don't know about Glendy, but
I think
we're
it's
here.
a celebration of our victory and
and the day.
and the victories back in 1821,
That's right.
between
And the
1821
day.
and 1827. Yeah.
Do you boys find that in typical Greek fashion they keep talking about their victory and their victory and their victory and nothing else?
It'll probably never stop. You know, we'll have to listen to this for the next year, and we'll try everything next year to shut them up. We'll see.
Thank you so much for having us today, and we look forward to coming next year. I might even get a pair of tartan pants and some flat shoes and swing a couple of balls.
Well done.
So let me conclude and say Zito η Ελλάς και Zito Αυστραλία.
Hey guys, Demitra here, and you're watching Meraki TV's What's On. May 25th, 6:30 p.m. at the Conca d'Ora is a fundraiser for Angels with Grace, raising money for Grace's Place, a recovery centre for children affected by homicide. A worldwide first facility in memory of Chris Sumades. Tickets are $150 per head. Phone 0411 792 747 with prizes, donations, and sponsorships. May 26 in the Gong, Latani's has great food and even better music with the Kefi Band. Sit, relax, al fresco with the amazing Mediterranean menu and the dreamy bouzouki melodies. May 27, head to Kutuki in Leichhardt for a 2-hour authentic Greek cooking class on stuffed capsicums with minced meat. 5:30 p.m. at Kutuki. Tickets available from app.hobbysociety.com. Showing in Sydney till 30th of May is Lena Janishevsky and Effie Elazarkis's Cafe Dreaming, Greek cafe and milk bar style. A 3D exhibition with real artifacts from the Greek cafes and milk bars of the 1930s till the 1960s, which provided Australians with a taste of the American dream, the fantasy of lifestyle that was better, richer, and fuller. The event is free and on at the Macquarie University Library exhibition space. If you'd like to get your event on Meraki TV's What's On, email me at whatson@meraki.tv or inbox our Facebook page. Until next time.
So great having your company tonight, guys. Meraki TV is of course brought to you by George Focus of Focus Beyond, education for investing wisely. A big thank you to our guests tonight, Gina Poulos, Con Carpus and the gang from Bonnydoon Golf Club. Kids, don't forget to download your entry to the Greek School competition from our website, www.meraki.tv. Entries close June 8th. Keep up with us during the week via Facebook and Instagram, and download our brand new app to catch latest episodes and all the latest news. Tonight, I'm leaving you with an original Greek song written by a UK Greek boy called Michalis Theodosiou. The song's entitled Mia Pizzirica. Have a great week, everybody. Until next week, φιλάκια from me, Anna Savo.
Για μένα να χτυπάει η καρδιά σου. Μια πιτσιρίκα με έχει τρελάνει, με τέτοια νάζια που μου κάνει. Μια πιτσιρίκα έχει τρελάνει, με τέτοια νάζια που μου κάνει.
Meraki TV is proudly brought to you by George Focus of Focus Beyond, education for investing wisely.